1, 2, 3.
Welcome back to another episode of Let's Go Hunt, the National Lampoons of Hunting Vacations. Tonight, as always, we have Vince H., who used up his last brain cell. I thought that was a while ago. Mike Gonsalves, solver of automotive issues. Dave Packard, he looks like he was just born. He's so shaved.
Somehow still born with a mustache.
Supple.
and not feeling so supple tonight, I am Sam Alexander. Tonight, sitting around the campfire, enjoying some brewskis. We're starting a 3-wheeler hospital ward.
In honor of Timmy, who didn't fall down a well, but something fell on him. So,
Timmer.
and I
No
did not
health
provide
insurance
you
is
with
accepted.
I did not provide a time frame. Okay,
Timmer.
I just said I used it up.
Blah, 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 blah. Timmer!
I think you found the voice that Mike can do really well. Kind of concerning.
Dude, we should do that.
We're gonna get a cease and desist from fucking South Park.
God,
That's
I
a pad
hope
hanging
so.
on the wall.
Yeah, forget what I said earlier, guys.
Wow. It turns out A.R. Drew is not the most normal looking human. He's actually pretty fucking gay.
Country Boy Guns really wants to know what happened to Dave's face.
I said he looked like Cousin Eddie from from
I
Christmas
shaved off
Vacation.
20 years, it looks like. Like now I actually look like I'm the youngest one here.
Did you
Did you cut your hair too?
Oh yeah.
was there a grill
Oh,
accident?
Dude, it was
He's
95 here.
He's
Oh
like,
my! You know what? I know you like to trim the hair when it starts to get hot. I did not expect 95.
he looks like a fucking cue ball.
I
I-
look
he
like a
just-
sea creature out of its shell.
He looks like a chia pet that hasn't chia'd yet.
Why not Zoidberg?
Okay. So
Starting off great.
Yeah,
what you got there, bud?
Oh,
So we just launched right into
fuck yeah, let's do it.
our newest
Our
so we
segment.
sat down and we've been thinking about what to name a gear chat section or whatever. Not even a gear chat section, because there's a hell of a lot more to talk about than just gear. And this is what we came up with. 3, 2, 1. Hopefully I pushed the right button.
What's going on there, bud? Oh, what you got there? Oh, it looks pretty good, bud.
Well, I don't think I've ever seen a man fishing for turkeys before.
If you show me, I'll show you. What do you say?
don't forget to bring a towel.
So there goes half of our audience who just listened to that and went, what the fuck? We're out of here.
Don't lie, you had an eargasm.
Welcome to
So-
what you got there.
What you got there, bud?
What you got there?
I have a thing that I saw. I don't personally have it,
Hang
but
on.
I saw
just-
this.
I'd just like to point out a little bit of behind the scenes action here. That entire musical section was born last week because after the show, Dave and Vince, were you participating in this too? Two of you started going back and forth with frickin' Midwestern accents. And we
yeah.
ended up on the, yep.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, Dave started doing it, and I had to join in.
And then we were all doing it. Yeah.
And then my aunt from New Jersey had to interrupt us.
I don't have a Midwestern accent.
cheese?
I'm
If
so
this
hot
corner
right now.
store
I have
isn't
no idea
open,
what's
I
going
swear to
on.
God.
Anywho.
I like to go shopping for the frozen foods on Tuesdays.
Timmer.
Have you boys seen this here?
Caballs!
Oh, whoa. I am not sleeping in anything called the Dominator.
It's a Dominator 3.0.
That's even worse. I don't want 3 Dominators in a tent. That's bad.
That means the other two
So-
versions of the Dominator did not dominate, so they had
That's
to.
3 times as much as the 1.0.
They call them, did they call them the last 2 iterations the Submissionator?
Oh god. Why is it? Oh, I've done a bad thing.
What is this? What? Explain.
It's a
It's a
bedroll.
foreskin for tent poles.
It's a bedroll.
You're
that
not
comes
wrong.
with tent poles, and you can add a sleeping bag to it, or you can just get the shell. But it all rolls up, and then when you unroll it, you've got this little tiny canvas tent.
Let me
It's
guess.
just-
It weighs 9 pounds.
I think 10.
Holy shit! I
God
mean,
damn.
That said,
Mike
it's
Hilt's
not
late
made
start.
to pack around. It is made to either throw in the back of your vehicle. Mike, this is something kind of up your alley.
Like
versus,
I'm
like-
intrigued, genuinely.
Well,
This is a
compared to
canvas
your
bedroll. So
Compared
it's
to
made
my
of heavy
floppy tent
canvas.
and like shitty sleeping bag
insulation
and such.
Yeah, that, and you could pitch a tent in your tent there, bud. But
How do you know I haven't already?
Yo,
Fuck
dog, I
off.
heard you like tents with your tent, so I built a tent to go in your tent.
that, and it's designed to be heavy, so it's durable and warmer, but also light enough that you could pack it around on animals. So
Yeah, fuck
llamas,
you, horse.
Yeah.
Carry this.
mules,
Goats.
horses, goat. You will
So
have
is this,
one
is-
specific goat.
Is this just a one person?
Yeah. Oh
What's
yeah.
that?
it's-
How many
I
square
mean,
feet are in there?
you could probably fit 2 mics in there.
Anything's a 2-person if you're, brave enough.
I will say,
Toothbrush?
Anything's a 2-person if you're dominator enough.
The Dominator's absolutely a 2-person tent. It requires a Subminator.
so it comes with initially it comes with your sleeping bag and the tent pole setup for
Hey.
$599.97.
It's boob.
And then
Hello,
you can
boob.
add stuff like
See, Bob.
the barrier mat to go
Okay.
underneath.
I'm-
this
I'm-
is
Bob.
I'm out on the.
It's-
You're
Wow.
what?
One of these days, we're going to have to learn how to talk one at a time, and that day is not today. Bob from Giddy Optics brought up a
It
good
is
point,
not
which is
this
it's
day.
too heavy to pack. Is it too heavy to pack on AR? I can't read it. Is it too heavy to pack on AR Drew while I'm riding him?
Actually, you'd be surprised what AR Drew can pack.
Is he a
Where do you think the 1.0 and the 2.0 went?
Oh, that's horrible.
Okay.
I thought this was neat. It is pricey.
How
But-
many?
How many?
How many
wampum?
prices? Yes, how many
Uh,
wampums?
A lot of
$600.
prices.
Oh, that's not terrible.
That's
For-
not
for a-
terrible compared to like
For a
wall
sleeping tent? Yeah.
Yeah, except for like a wall tent, a canvas wall tent. I've seen in the low thousands, like 11 to 1200 range, and I would rather get one of those that you can put stuff in. And like if you're gonna now,
Fair.
if for what I'm doing, or maybe what Mike's doing, where we're gonna drive pretty much up to where we're gonna camp and then throw stuff out and start putting stuff together.
like
but
a
if you-
base camp.
Yeah, for base camp, and I could see this if you're gonna pack in, say with pack goats or something.
Michael, pack your goat.
I do like the canvas. I do like that it's made. It looks like it's made pretty tough and looks
Mhm.
maybe a little bit warmer too.
Dude, this tent / sleeping bag looks like if Carhartt made a sleeping bag / tent. That's what it would look like.
Absolutely.
Not expensive enough. The Carhartt tag alone would add another 300 wampum.
No, I was thinking you're 100% right. It would definitely add up the
Does-
wampum price, but
Does it come from the factory smelling like Marlboros?
I mean, I'm sure that's an option you can add on.
I bet it's $50 to add that option.
Well, have you seen the price of cigarettes lately? What do you think I'd puff on a douche flute?
I had to
It's-
smoke 2 whole packs to get that flavor in there, honey.
I hope you fucking enjoy it.
Why'd you go with the robot?
That was robot to you? Fuck.
It was.
It was like-
that was my
absolutely
best.
robot.
That was my best Edna. I guess I'll try not.
You went with like robot, like Jewish smoker. It's kind of
It was more like this.
Shut up,
But-
Clinker.
They got a
Come here, Fisto. Give me that. Come here, Fisto. Give me that. Give me that sweet robot.
Canvas Cutter has a bunch of other
What's that?
like camping stuff, and
If you've played Fallout for New Vegas, you will understand the old lady and Fisto reference. If you've not played Fallout New Vegas, you will not know what I'm talking about.
Anyway, continue.
I'm one
Dave.
of those. So yeah, if you're interested in heavy duty canvas sleepwear and or like saddle rigging and shit like that to pack in to your Western elk hunt, give them a look.
Dude,
Pretty
I
neat.
wonder if you could use that as like a duck blind to just like camp out right next to the water and then, throw your decoys out. Sit in the thing. It'll be nice and warm. Have a little buddy going on in there. Like turn it on every few minutes.
Having a little buddy going on in there.
Yeah, dude.
It-
The little buddy heater.
You
Uh,
have to finish your sentences, Mike. Otherwise, you're going to get
Phrasing,
no
Mike.
knock.
Come on.
Listen, phrasing has been an issue for me lately.
What's his name? The guy who did To Catch a Predator. It's just gonna meet you
Chris
in the
Hansen.
ear. Chris Hansen.
Why don't you have a seat?
you crawl into your
You're gonna
tent.
s-
Oh
yeah, you're-
God, Chris Hansen.
Oh, Chris
Watch it.
Hansen again. Dang it.
so.
Like, hi, Mike.
That's
Hi.
what I got there, bud.
That's a pretty cool item there, bud.
See, so I finally got a thing that I've been waiting on for a little bit. I finally got my TLR 7 sub.
Ooh.
Wait a minute. Wait, this follows after the
Yep.
last thing we were just
Yep.
talking about.
I
perfectly.
he got the Dominator. I got the sub. Yeah, I finally got this in, and so Sportsman's Guide finally canceled my order because I've been waiting for like 6 weeks for them to ship it, and they're like, we don't know when or if we're going to get this back in stock, which I thought was stupid. But so I went online and I finally found one in stock at Battlehawk Armory and ordered that, and it got here like 4 days later. So pretty happy
Nice.
about that. So
That's
I
pretty
finally
cool.
got the light on it. This is the 7HLX sub, so it's 1,000 lumens
Ooh, Jesus.
in this tiny little package. But that's what I got the holster cut for. And yeah, so now I can finally start doing drills from the holster with this gun, because I got the level, was it level 2 retention hood for an outside the waistband with the QLS fork for this gun. And I think I'm actually going to run, so I've got a run and gun at the end of April that I'm going to do, and it's a bit of an interest. Have I told you all about the design for that one?
For the course?
The run and gun, yeah, the course and what they're kind of doing.
No, I don't know what you have.
Okay.
You may have, but I don't think
Gypsies.
So what they're doing? It's called the Redo Run and Gun. It's at the burial mound in Pawnee, Oklahoma, and they're doing a course where you do 3 laps around the same about 1.5 mile course, and the first lap you're going to shoot pistol. Second lap you're going to shoot PCC. Third lap you're going to shoot your rifle.
Oh, you have brought this up because you mentioned a need for a PCC.
Yeah. Okay. So my thought was it's going to be treated, I'm treating it like you got your CCW and you're going to fight your way to your PCC to fight your way to your rifle kind of setup. So
How far is the run?
each lap should be about 1.5 miles.
So this is basically like running from work to your house to get your gun, and then running from your house to your dad's house to get your rifle.
I'd say running from work to get to your car to get to your house.
You park a mile away at work? Holy cow.
Yeah, you could, whatever. either way, that's kind of how I'm treating it. So I'm actually going to use my my tricked out P365 for
Nice.
the pistol version or pistol lap, and there's going to be pistol targets, PCC targets, and rifle targets. And the with the PCC, they said you're going to shoot the pistol and the PCC targets, and then the rifle you're going to shoot the PCC and rifle targets. But I'm assuming that with all the pistol targets, they're going to require a double tap on them. So it's going to require 2 hits to neutralize. And then with the others, it's probably just going to be 1 to keep the round counts about the same for each given thing. So I'm going to be looking forward to that. I got the Valor Mini on here, and I got my gas pedal installed at the Wilson Combat grip module and everything. And for the X Macro comp slide. So, and I've been reloading a bunch of ammunition for this. So, gonna keep doing that. And I will report back about how that goes, but that'll be the end of next month. I'm just happy to get the light, so this actually fits in the holsters that I bought like 2 months ago that I haven't been able to play with.
That's
So,
pretty neat. I assume it's like most light bearing holsters where it indexes off the light and you couldn't actually use the holster without it.
So it's Klecker's, Kydex holsters. So from Klecker Tactical. So it indexes somewhat off of the slide. I could kind of put it in there, but it wasn't really firm. It may have held, but it was going to flop around a bunch, so I didn't mess with that. I was actually using the IWB holster anyway. It was solid enough in there that I was comfortable with it. But much nicer with the light actually installed, and yeah, that's what I got over here for today.
Ooh, very nice there.
Speaking of pistol lights, I don't think I brought this up at all. Look what I got.
I don't know what that is.
The
It's a
Harbor
pistol.
Freight. The
Oh,
Harbor
good
Freight
God.
pistol light.
Oh, you got the Harbor Freight?
Yep. And son of a bitch, my gun and holster upstairs. I have not checked if it was TLR1 compatible with a holster because I had it mounted on a rifle for previous to this. But no, I got the Harbor Freight one. It's bright.
It probably won't detonate on you like an Olight will.
Yes, Bob. Use code MOIST at kleckertactical.com.
Moist.
Moist. If not, F that guy, Bob says. Well, no, we don't have to F that guy.
You're muted, Dave.
I said moist. And
Moist.
I'm gonna
Moist.
make a banner.
Yeah, if a code moist does not work at clickertactical.com, email him a lot.
just
I'm
annoy
it'll
him.
work. I'm sure it'll work.
Listen, I was promised this code moist would save me 10% on my orders. And excuse me, I believe you have my stapler.
That was the other image I got when I saw Dave shaved was like, I think you have my
It-
stapler.
Dude, that's what it is. Thank you.
It's like a mix between that guy and Cousin Eddie. It really is.
I really thought about like doing a big old handlebar, but I have this thing where I have bald patches where it looks like I think too much. And that is right in the handlebar lane. So
Handlebar lane.
I cannot do like a 2-stage.
Here comes David
Handlebar.
Claus. Here comes David Claus. Right down handlebar lane.
That's why my beard was so fucking long, so I could like brush it forward and be like, look full.
Thank you, Vince. That was what we all needed, even if we didn't realize it. Can I do what you got there now?
Oh,
What you got
bud?
there, buddy?
You didn't
Oh.
write anything in the chat, buddy. We don't think you got none there.
Oh, well, I got something there. It's not much.
Is it
I
a
went to.
towel?
Don't forget to bring a towel.
He forgot to bring a towel, damn it.
I forgot to bring a towel. Anyway, so I realized last week that I really despise the M4 stock on my PCC. And I also didn't really care much for the A2 grip. So I went to Bass Pro Shop and used a gift card my mom gave me for Christmas. And I bought me a Magpul MOE stock. And I'm sorry, knocked my mic way off. Bought me a Magpul MOE stock, which is way, way nicer than the stock M4 stock. And I got me, what is this grip again? Mill 1D or M1AD, something like that. M1AD grip, which is really cool because
Is that M180? Is that what? Hold on. What's that one? Who makes that?
Magpul.
Magpul makes that?
Mhm.
It looks like I cannot think of the company's name right now. They make a minimalist. Okay, maybe not.
Oh, the minimalist. That sounds
Arrow.
familiar.
Mission First Tactical.
Yes, MFT.
Oh,
there
that.
it is. I was getting MDT in my head over and over again. Like, that's not it.
That's
Have you tried MDT? I told you that's not it. Maybe it's MDT. Will you shut up. You're not helpful right now.
Jackal. It's a jackal. It might be a jackal. I'm thinking it's a jackal. Anyway, one of the really cool things about the grip is a grip. It's better than an A2 grip. It kind of feels like a Smith & Wesson M&P pistol Gen 1 grip. The stipling and everything, it's not real
Stifling?
aggressive. Stipling.
Your
stifling.
stipend for your bumbies.
Yes. However, it does come with a really neat little.
Yeah, but all the Magpul grips do that. Although,
Oh,
mine
because
does-
pre-lubed.
Yeah, it comes pre-lubed. Like I can put Shot Racha in here and then stick Shot Racha in my grip.
I like to
Phrasing.
just
like to stick it in there, huh?
I'm just gonna stick it in.
You
there.
should-
It's not working.
Gentle. You can't just ram it in like that.
you should
on, just-
pre-mix some tannerite and just put it in the grip on all your guns.
Oh my god.
This is just in case I get shot.
That's a terrible idea. Where do I sign up? So
Would
I
y'all
also,
put Skittles in your buttstock? I put tannerite in mine.
as we can see, I've got the Gideon Optics Mediator XL on top of there. I took the kill flash off. I think it looks a lot better. I can see a lot better, but the kill flash is still pretty cool. I would still use it for other situational things, just not competing. Like I did a bunch of looking through this thing in the sun at different angles, and it cut off a lot of my vision when like if I was in a match and I'm looking 360 all over the place, the sun was reflecting off of the hex.
Did you try looking at it from the head-on view?
What do you mean? That went over my head clearly.
I was asking if you pointed the gun at yourself.
Oh, you're a fucking idiot. No.
Oh, you said all angles. I just had to ask.
Did it reduce the flash?
Yeah. Gideon Optics in the chat says Bob, spelled B-A-W-B, the way that we intended, is not a kill flash fan, but it's nice that we include it for free. You're right. It's really cool that you include it for free for those that want the option. I'm not sure it's for me. It's definitely not for me in this situation. I don't know it would be for me in others, but I had one on, what was the other one that you guys have that Gideon has? Was it the Advocate that comes with a kill flash? I tried that also and didn't enjoy it much. I guess I just like the open window. Plus, look at the really cool reddish
Maybe you should
orange
add
color
more
at the
lube.
front of this thing.
I just saw you pointing a rifle at me from 400 yards. You're dead.
You're dead.
Was he on a boat?
Was I shooting at a duck? Anyway, so I'm really super stoked to try this. Like I've been doing some dry fires over the weekend as well, and just the rifle feels much better with the grip and the new stock. However, I haven't shot it yet because it still has, like, I haven't sent off my silent capture spring to get repaired yet because I'm lazy. So
You'll do it someday.
yeah, I'll get there. But yeah, big thumbs up to the Gideon Mediator XL. That thing's awesome.
Ooh, do I get to ban somebody? Is someone trying to spam our chat?
The fuck is
At
that?
Sicko.
Hey, you have
and
like
Tremata.
8 seconds to
You have a
prove that you're not some weirdo.
simp
I mean,
and a lapado.
Simpanda Lapedo.
Time's
You know
running
what?
out.
Yeah, I'm not going to
You
count
get
out the
nuked.
name. You know, that sounds like something that may belong here, but you know.
Bless you.
And I'm getting impatient, so
Simp and Alapado
right,
may
Keith,
be a decent show title.
now he's gone.
And
Thank
a
you for simping our chat.
Rapido.
Thank you for simping our chat and giving me a stiffy because I got to ban you.
Dave, do you
Anyway.
have the Gideon banner?
Oh, absolutely. Gideon's
So-
the first one I ever made.
Ooh.
Moist.
Highly recommend
Moist.
the Moist Optics. Use coupon code MOIST for 10% off. Get you a Mediator XL for about $340.
And they will
Don't
lick it for free.
forget that they have their optics trade-in program.
Indeed. Get yourself $50 off.
And I'm pretty sure everything on Gideon now is free shipping.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I did
I was
not
looking
know that
today.
part. Intriguing. That's even better.
Indeed.
hmm And if you use coupon code MOIST, your optic will spend at least 1 hour traveling around inside Bob's pants.
And at least 15 minutes in his mouth.
Premature emasculation.
Anyway, that's all I got. Just waiting on my silent capture spring that I haven't sent off yet.
All right, then. Well, if it's supposed to be my turn. Wait, Bob says he has to rearrange his whole week now? Well, it does. It's a big time commitment to keep optics in your pants and in your mouth at the same time. Also takes some flexibility to do at the same time.
Especially in the jaw.
I mean, that 34 millimeter LPVO.
Is that a guardian in your pants, or are you just happy to see me?
It's a Mediator XL. Weird.
It's still small.
It's kind of short and skinny, but it's got the girth where it counts.
Why does it look like 2 packs of cigarettes put together? And I'm the one with the box.
We wonder why.
No, we don't.
We wonder why nobody will ever sponsor this show.
Once again.
You're like, wow. So, you guys during your ad read talked about shoving our product in your pants?
We liked
Yeah?
it that much. I mean, what do you
yes,
want from me?
Klecker. That's what we do.
Definitely put Klecker in my pants.
His beard is moist now.
A little sticky.
Got a little buddy in my tent. Do you want to see him?
It's the Dominator 3.0.
What happened to 1 and 2.0?
Dominator
All right.
3.0.
Well, see,
All
what
right.
happened was 2.0 ate 1.0, and math.
We are moving on, Mr. Simpan
No,
Alapado.
No. 3.0 keeps 1.0 and 2.0 in the GIMP suit in the basement. The
Clicker
1.0
knows where you live.
the 1.0 and the 1.0 and the 2.0 are the that scene from Pulp Fiction. Yeah. Anyway,
I mean, there's lots of scenes from Pulp Fiction.
yeah, there's only one of them with the GIMP suit.
Oh, that's right. Gimp suit. Oh, that scene's fucked up.
That movie's a bit off.
That movie's
as it
fucked
is.
up.
The
You're
movie's
right.
a little strange.
But what do you who does those?
Quentin
Spike Lee?
Tarantino.
Quentin Tarantino, that's right. I don't know why I thought Spike Lee weird. Anyway,
I,
You know what
uh,
else was an off movie? Go ahead, Dave.
Real quick, I added Simpendalapato to the show titles, and when I click on it, all it says is undo.
I was gonna say too, another weird movie. Speaking of his, but The Hateful Eight was not what I expected it to be. I watched that movie
Mm-mm.
fucking 10 years ago now, probably. Like, oh, it's a western. It's like, oh, it's a western that it's all in the one room. Oh,
Just Kevin.
okay, waiting for something to happen. They're not leaving
Nothing.
yet. Anyway,
well, thanks for bringing that up because that was on my list on Netflix. And if it's just a bunch of dudes in a cabin for 2 hours, I think I'm going to pass because the only
It
reason I
wasn't-
wanted to watch it was because I watched The Hateful Six or the Stupid Six. What do they call it? The Ridiculous Six with Adam Sandler.
I'm a virgin unless you count Candy Lopes.
oh boy.
I think I'll just stick with The Ridiculous Six.
Love that movie.
Anyway, so if we're gonna go into what I went on this weekend, I went into exhaustive detail over on AK-47 radio if you want to really get nerded out in your face. But I went on a land nav course on Saturday, using good old-fashioned Lensatic compass, using a map, and basically here are grid coordinates. Double check your grid coordinates are good. Fuck off now. Go into the woods.
I have a
It's not a
question real quick
class.
about your compass. What the fuck is a lensatic compass?
Oh, well, I'm
Or
glad
whatever,
you asked.
whatever word that you said.
So y'all know what a base plate compass is. It's a compass with it's on a little base plate. You set it on your map, but it's transparent, and you look through it, and it's really fucking cool. Lensatic compass has that doohickey on the back.
Oh,
It's a teeny tiny little lens so that you can cheek it. Well, that sounded weird. You get it right up
Don't
here
get
close to
cheeky.
your face. It has a sighting wire
Cheeky
on the
little buddy.
lid, and then basically a little notch, so you can shoot an azimuth at something, and then you can look through the little lens, which allows you to see exactly what the azimuth is with
I
very
have one of
fine,
those.
precise detail.
What is an
Didn't-
azimuth?
That's one of those kids that has to use the inhaler all the time.
Ah, yes. Okay, thank you.
I have one of those.
No, it's
Of course,
how
I
many
know him.
degrees.
He's
It's
me.
basically it's a. So I want to go towards that big fucking rock over there, and I shoot my azimuth, and it's 55 degrees. So then you need to take away your magnetic declination. So right now it's -7 degrees where we're at, and that's the direction on your compass you need to follow.
Dude, I already glazed over this once.
I know you're gonna glaze over it again while I glaze too.
I didn't.
But without going into too much detail on it with
Dude.
regards to that, learning how to navigate into woods with a compass is an important skill to have, especially if you are going to be going out on a regular basis, doing this, frankly, silly hobby called hunting, where you go off on your own and potentially get lost over and over and over again.
Do you guys still do like the Hansel and Gretel, leaving your little breadcrumbs everywhere? Like if you go out in the woods.
When I used to do a lot of like trail running when I was a teenager, I used to leave myself sticks on the trail every time I hit a fork, so that I knew that I turned left or I knew that I turned right. Used to do that a lot.
If I divert from a trail, like I pretty well stay within eyesight. It's not every tree, but like every 25, 30 feet, I'll break a branch off and she'll leave it hang. If
just
I don't have
remember where
flagging
I've
tape.
been. I don't know what y'all are talking about.
Do you let the branch hang to the left or to the right?
Does your branch hang low? Does it wobble to and fro?
It depends.
Can you tie it in a knot?
It's
Usually
usually whatever side my right arm's on.
But no, went out there,
These branches
practiced.
are all leaning to the left.
Anyway, went on Saturday, Took a class on it from a couple of guys. Went out and did some field work with a partner. Basically found out I needed somebody to restrain my enthusiasm for looking at the map and going, it's probably over there to find the different navigation points. But no, good exercise. It was a definite step up from what I've done in the past, which is with the base plate compass and basically being like, okay, I know the roads over there. We can get within 100 yards of this one spot on the road versus using a 8-digit military grid system, getting down to within 10 yards or finding a single T-post out in the woods. But it was fun. It was a good
Nice.
time. Make sure you carry a compass with you in the woods in case you do what I did. Of course, phones are a lot more waterproof right now compared to when I was 18. But when I fried an iPhone when I was 18 in my backpack, even though I had a double baggied in the rain, yeah, that was an expensive day.
Yeah. Yeah. Should
I would
still have a
say-
compass.
Yeah, you should do that because if your phone dies or if you burn it up like Sam did, I mean, I
Or if
do
you're
my
trying to get
very
you're trying to get that cliffside selfie.
and drop
mean,
it.
yeet.
Or it
Oops.
gets stolen by a bald eagle that swoops in and grabs that out of your hand, and you're just going, "Oh no, oh no!"
Please don't take my duck. Please don't take my. That
Almost
eagle just
heroes.
took my duck.
But I do my very best because I pay for Onyx. I do my very best to turn on my tracker every time I get out of the vehicle, just in case. Like I could be walking. I lost a deer out here, and there was nothing. It was flat, but the grass was 4 foot tall, and I'm like, oh fuck. So I had to, like, instead of turning on my tracker, I had to use my shooting sticks and stick it in a prairie dog hole and then just walk circles, getting ever slightly bigger until I found my fucking deer. So
That's the way to do it.
And that was big deer too, not little deer.
no. That was a doe. That was my doe from last year before last. Big deer. I could see his antlers while he was laying there.
Oh, well, fine then.
It's my one flex. All right, that and I get to plow vehicles off the road.
Shut up,
Nice.
Dave. So I thought that's what I did over the weekend. That's all I got there.
Nice.
'Twas fun. Did me and my partner that I was with, gay life partner only, not my wife.
Okay.
Did pop out after finding point 3 and then go like, all right, we're gonna go up to the road and then take that down to shoot at azimuth before and get over there. Did pop out on top. There's these two dudes. One of them just fucking red in the face, drunk and sunburned all shit too. Like, where the fuck did you guys come from? And then I had to explain to him that, we're out here hiking and doing. Yeah, it took him a little while to understand this concept.
You should have just said Peru.
And he did not offer me a beer. I was really sad. But we moved on anyway.
We had to stay hydrated.
It would have made my day if that man had, even if it was even though it was a freaking Voodoo Ranger, and I do not like IPAs. At that point in time, fucking anything would have tasted good.
You know who likes Voodoo Ranger? Country Boy Guns.
Ow.
Blech.
I don't mind.
I
it.
know this
I
because when I
saw
stopped by the warehouse and Sean's like, hey, you want a beer? And I'm like, sure. And then he opens it and he's like, oh,
so
you only drink Keystone, huh?
you know those people who they can't watch somebody throw up on TV or hear the sound without feeling
Oh, yeah.
nauseous themselves?
Mhm.
That never happens to me. And I wish I had saved I think it was an Instagram reel, but it was something about like basically like a hippie out there or a hipster out there camping with his IPA. And it was maybe some of the most realistic, like every time he took a drink out of it. He was like, "Ugh, I actually feel a little queasy right now. It was that good.
All I think of is the scene in iRobot when Will Smith is like, when your buddy's trying to convince you that this IPA is delicious, and he's
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm allergic to bullshit.
Yeah, that.
I'm also allergic to IPAs. All right. What else we got? Somebody else speak. Well,
I was trying to get.
Hey, guess what time it is? Sam, you probably haven't even looked at the calendar, but given the weather, it's time for Beaver Jihad.
it is approximately 8:58.
Right, Beaver Jihad.
No, the fatwa has not been issued. There is no jihad yet.
There's about to be. Like, I got a nice high point 10 mil, just itching to put a 10 mil slug through a beaver's dome.
While I don't disagree, I am having a serious season. Doesn't end April 1st, does it?
That was April 30th.
Okay, good.
The end of the
For
season.
a moment there, my brain ceased functioning. It's like,
I'll look to confirm. But
speaking
I
of
believe...
beavers in the state of Colorado, we have two big bits of fuckery going
Mhm.
on in Colorado at the moment. The first of which, and I am not as up to date on the broad details of this as much as I should be, but CPW's advisory committee, or was it the actual board of like people in charge?
I'm with you. I need to look more into this because it's been a thing, and I've looked at it. I just cannot, for the life of me, remember what the fuck it says. Just because I got so pissed when I opened the link.
So basically, Parks and Wildlife Commission here in Colorado voted on to start rulemaking to ban commercial sale of fur, including beaver. That is not put forth any actual official rules now, but it sure does open the door to have, like, okay, not having the commercial sale of, but nobody's fucking selling the furs around here anyway, hardly. It's weird that they were doing that in the first place. And then we also have, I don't remember the exact name on the bill, but we also have a bill going through in Colorado to basically make beaver a protected species.
The fucking ridiculous bill claims that beavers are necessary to prevent wildfires.
While that is true, because they do help support watersheds, what all of these bills tend to always ignore is that they are, as far as I can tell, and as far as what I have seen and done a little bit of research on too, overpopulated as fuck.
Yep.
Mhm.
Because nobody hunts them.
Well, because nobody traps them is the problem.
Nobody
Well,
traps them. Nobody hunts them.
fucking-
Nobody goes after them as a game species.
Can't trap them like they're supposed to be trapped. You have to
Although
live
they're
track
supposed to
everything
be.
because
So
What
then,
if you catch something that you don't want to?
fuck you.
yeah, it's House Bill 2613/23 would ban the killing of beaver on public land.
Tell me this isn't all about just ending our way of life as we know it and being forced to conform to their whims.
I wish I could tell you it was that sinister. Unfortunately, I fully believe this is more along the lines of some people that I am related to, who just believe that they are so cute and fluffy, and that you're a monster for ever wanting to hurt this cute fluffy animal.
They don't taste bad either.
Indeed, but
Do you ever cook that liver?
I have a fun fact for everybody that thinks that, oh, they're so cute. They're just like bunnies. They are rodents. They will reproduce, and the beaver that you take out of that pond, there'll be another one there next year. It'll be fine.
Pond prairie dogs.
Ooh.
But
I wish.
they don't carry the plague, and you don't leave them.
no, but they do leave Giardia behind.
Sam does.
Mike, you had Giardia one time, didn't you?
Mm.
Oh, gonorrhea. Sorry.
Nah.
You're a fucking homo.
So yeah, we have that going on in terms of beaver times.
It's absolutely atrocious, dude. Like there's literally no reason to be trying to ban beaver hunting. And
Well,
they're
then-
claiming it's like, yes, they're useful for wildfire mitigation, but banning hunting of them outright because that's going to somehow prevent wildfires is fucking ridiculous.
Well, the CPW thing about banning the commercial fur sales, that is that one fucking worms its way into my brain, because these are the same people who swear up and down about we have to save the environment, blah 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 blah. But they will wear synthetic clothing made out of fucking petroleum products, which are ostensibly a non-renewable resource. But then fur, which is a renewable resource, excuse me. Oh no, that's the bad one. That's evil. Wearing fur. Give me my
Because
fucking
the
yoke.
animals were wearing it first. Well, that's why they're prey, and I'm a predator, and I'm wearing them because that's how the food chain works. Deal with
I
it.
took it from them.
Because it was mine.
It's my skin now.
It puts the beaver on its skin.
Or
Have you guys seen the fucking bobcat market lately
mm-mm.
for hides?
No.
It has fucking exploded.
Really?
Like, yeah. What a bobcat used to bring like $800 for like a pristine, perfect mint bobcat pelt. $3,200 now.
Time to start looking for some bobcats.
Yeah, and I believe that was Idaho
Hmm.
that had that sale. Nevada's when it started like getting crazy, and then Idaho went fucking insane.
What, the fucking bobcats in season in China right now or something? Is it the fashion?
Unknown. But it's stupid.
Are they grinding them up and putting them in little blue pills for Chinese businessmen? Is that what's going on here?
It's possible.
Unsure.
I hope so.
You know, with enough money, we might be able to start a Twitter bot spam campaign to try and convince the entire Chinese mainland that beaver tails will cure erectile dysfunction, and we're gonna be fucking rich.
Squirrel nuts.
Ooh.
Okay, that too, yeah.
Prairie dog tails.
All right, I'm into it.
I'll get the plague.
I'm not
the
saying
thought
there's
of
not
that
gonna be
plagues
side
me.
effects.
Turns out this is a sneaky way to commit germ warfare.
Kill a bunch of prairie dogs and slingshot them in the keep. Or not
Speaking
sling-
of,
Hang on. Do you know the fucking the gag gift that came out in like the 70s or 80s with the pet rock?
yeah.
You heard of a pet rock?
Some
Okay.
dipshit's like, I'm gonna sell fucking river rocks to people for $10 a pop and call them pet rocks with googly eyes. Motherfucker made $1 million.
He did. You know what that dude proceeded to do after that? That was not as successful of a gag gift adventure.
meth.
Sell dirt. Close. He came up with another gag gift, which was like red China dirt or something like that. But ostensibly, it was you could buy a little box of Chinese soil, and it was a clandestine way to turn China into America by just relocating the entire country one scoopful of dirt at the time.
If only.
Sounds like I don't even
Meth
know.
would have
I
been a
have
better
no-
idea.
The Chinese slowly start noticing, like, man,
Huh.
our
Oh, where's
country's shrank like 10 inches in the last year. What the hell's going on?
Well,
Where'd
how
this
did
big
dirt go?
sinkhole come from? Why'd this guy in there with the scoop?
Just stop while you're ahead, Mike.
Okay.
Please stop while we're behind.
We were never ahead. Stop ahead.
Vince, you were going
Anybody
to say
need
something.
use the head?
Was I?
You were, and then
That-
this one kept fucking.
It's
there we go.
gone. It's gone.
Oh, okay. Well, speaking of prairie dogs, I went and shot some.
Oh yeah?
Mm-hmm,
With the 10 mil?
yeah, actually. So, my neighbor 8 miles away has my father-in-law's been working for him. They're family and shit like that. Well, he's got horses, and so my boys have been over there just tearing shit up on horses these past few weeks. So we went over there this Saturday, and we're like, they got done working cows, and they're like, "Hey, you want to go shoot prairie dogs?" I'm like, "Fuck yeah, I do." So I ran home, grabbed my AR, and the one with the night vision mounted on it because I wanted to see, and went out. There's a bunch of us, bunch of kids, and they were using like little 22s and shit like that. You know, stuff that you should use for prairie dogs. And I'm out there fucking whoom, with my AR, and it's fucking tits on. I love it. We ended up stopping like right before sundown when they were all still kind of running around, and went out and set a bunch of cans and shit so all these little kids could shoot. They're all like under 10. They ranged anywhere from like 6 to 10 in age. So we're just passing guns around. Everybody could shoot. My AR was on my tripod because it weighs half of what one of those kids does. And my boys were shooting the high point 10 mil. And they're like, it kicks a little bit. And I was like, well, it'll kick a little harder than a 22. Yeah. But it doesn't kick that hard. And I mean, they were close. They were doing pretty decent. And that has the Gideon Advocate on it.
Ooh.
Which, yeah, I this weekend it's going to touch 650 yards. But anyway, we got done shooting prairie dogs, and it started getting dark, and then everybody got fascinated with the night vision scope. And they're like, you want to go call coyotes? I'm like, fuck yeah. So I run home, grab my coyote call, and we set out. And my wife and my daughter are like, oh, I want to go. And I'm like, it's going to be late. They're like, it's okay. I want to go. I'm like, all right. So we take off. We go to our first stand and set everything out. And I was surprised at how well that night vision and that IR light that I've got, it's a lumen shooter, work compared to a normal spotlight. Like I could see eyes with a normal spotlight. I could not see the eyes that my scope was seeing. So that was cool. Like I had one guy behind my gun, and he's just kind of out there scanning around because it's the only rifle that we can see in the fucking dark with. And he's like, there's one right there. I glance over with the spotlight so the rest of us can see where shit is. And I'm like, I don't see nothing. And it wound up coming in decently close. It's end of March coyotes, so they're hard to call anyway. But it got
Oh yeah, it's been exactly a year actually.
yeah.
I think I drove back home on March 24th.
Dang.
Just pretty much the same day from the day before. 45-minute nap.
Yeah, pretty much.
Wow.
In the daylight.
Uh-huh. We called a couple in, and I like I said, they didn't get super close. I didn't see them because I wasn't behind the gun. And the guy that was behind the gun is like, I don't know how far they are. I'm like, you fucking got me, bud. So we didn't shoot. Moved to another stand. And my wife's like, are we done yet? I'm like, oh no. Not close.
You have no idea.
Yeah. So moved to another stand. Same thing. I mean, they came in. These ones actually winded us. I'm like, well, fine. Fuck you. Sat out there for 15, 20 minutes. Just fiddle fucking around. Moved to another stand and same fucking thing. We ended up not firing a shot the whole time. And my wife was like, can we go home now? And by this time, it's like midnight or 11:30. I'm like, fuck, I guess. Which I understood. My daughter has a bum knee. And while we were out shooting prairie dogs, she stepped into a prairie dog hole. And it's one of them big straight down ones.
Ooh.
So it went up to her bad knee, and then she fell
Oh.
over. So yeah, we have an MRI on Saturday.
Poor girl.
Yeah. And ironically enough, our MRI machine arrives on a semi that we have to go into the trailer to have a MRI done. And they're only here every Saturday. So that's why we have to wait a week.
That's like the fucking bookmobile before an MRI.
Yeah, pretty much. But it was a good time. It was fun getting out there, and it was cool watching everybody look through it because nobody had ever looked through a night vision scope, especially at night while you're trying to find shit. So I was
Yeah, that's
impressed with
pretty
it.
cool.
I was impressed with the setup. Everything worked great. But yeah, here come a month or two. We'll start calling at night again. Yeah, that's what I did this weekend.
Yeah, I know January to March is really slow time hunting wise, but like it's just about to. Yeah, it's going to be slow during the summer a little bit too, but we're getting into seasons where we can kill prairie dogs and beavers
summer.
and there's I mean, it never actually wintered in Colorado this year, so I'm pretty sure it just like went from fall to spring.
We still have deer with antlers.
Oh
Yep.
jeez.
Same around here.
I don't know
So-
if it's just the weather fucking with me and they're supposed to have antlers at this time, but they're supposed to be snow, or if they're just late.
So you and me both, bud, because I was looking at that going, shit, would they normally have dropped them by now? I don't really know.
Yeah, when it
Not
hits
to think
90
about it
fucking
too much.
5.
So do y'all want to hear about my antler trap?
Mm-hmm.
So
dead.
speaking of sheds and shedding antlers, someone posted in our little Discord channel a thing called an antler trap, and I was intrigued. And basically, you take 1-inch chicken wire, stretch it around a couple of trees, and then pour corn in the middle of it.
Mm-hmm.
So it makes a little fence around the corn that the deer can get to, but to get to it, they have to kind of get underneath the chicken wire. And it's supposed to, it makes it to where they put their antlers into the chicken wire and then pull them while they're trying to pull themselves free this time of year. It should make their antlers pop off if they're close to losing their antlers. So hopefully, I actually went out this evening and I had some 1-inch chicken wire stretched around a couple of trees, left about 8 to 10 inches of clearance underneath, poured some corn in the middle of it, and we'll see. We'll see if I get any sheds laying on the ground right there.
Nice.
That'll be fun.
Yeah.
What do you do with the sheds?
I don't know. You go chickadee with them, knock them together.
Some people make
Uh,
chandeliers.
you can make-
Chandeliers.
You can actually make you can take a set and make rattling antlers out of them,
Mhm.
for as a call during the rut. You can cut them up if they're big enough and use them to make handles and things for tools and knives and stuff like that.
Some guys mount sheds. Like they'll get just like a false Euro mount and stick the sheds in.
Oh yeah, if they're big enough.
Yeah, if they're
I
big
just saw
enough.
a whole rack of those rack at Shields, and they're different, like real tree camo plastic skulls.
When I
Mhm.
was hunting at the McAllister Army ammunition plant, they had a rule that if you found a shed antler, you're supposed to pick it up and bring it back to the lodge and give it to one of the guys. Right? Because they had like a Christmas tree made out of sheds just sitting out front of the lodge that they would just keep adding to every year.
Huh.
So, where I grew up in Buena Vista, shed hunting was a huge thing. Yeah, there was actually shed shops where you could go in and buy sheds that people have found and have sold to the shop. But they had a whole like fence and then a walkway arch, and then another fence, and it was all deer sheds. No elk sheds. The elk sheds were a different pile.
That was
They
a
were
different
all-
shed.
All mule deer sheds. Just fucking everywhere. They're cool. I mean, tiny sheds make great dog bones.
I'm just kind of interested to see what else is kind of running around here, and if there's any bucks that still have their antlers on, and if they do, how big they are, and all that. But also, big old deer shed. That's cool.
It's like a different kind of arrowhead. It's like
Yeah,
when you find
kinda.
an arrowhead, yeah, it's cool. When you find a shed, it's like, oh, fuck yeah. When you find a set of like a possible 360-inch elk sheds that stand almost as tall as you do, and it's like, oh, there's monsters that walk among us.
Colorado actually has a ban on shed hunting for
Mhm.
what, 4 months of the year, Dave?
Yeah. January 1 to April 30th.
So yeah, that's
west of I-25. And I-25 pretty well cuts Colorado right in half, east to west.
so yeah, this is the time when they should be losing them, because that's why they put the ban in place, so that people would stop harassing animals to drop their sheds faster.
Come on, man, just drop your shed.
And fucking with birthing grounds and shit like that. I got
Mhm.
a ticket for that in college. Well, I didn't, but my buddy did. Because apparently we were camped on a closed road and it was during shed season. And we're like, what the fuck? We're out there fucking shooting and everything. And no shit, the way Wyoming closes like trails is to hang a little tiny sign, like an 8.5 by 11-inch piece of paper, but like 12 feet in the air on a post next to the trail. So we're just like, whatever the fuck that said, because it's all tiny print. Went down, camped, hung out, drank beer, shotguns. Then, not at the same time. But next morning, Game and Fish rolls up and they're like, well, and I shit you not, it was the most picturesque version of like a FUD game warden that you could think, where he got out and he pulled up his britches real high and he's like, well, what do we have here?
What you got there, bud?
And then he's like, you guys camp down a closed road. You're shooting when you're not supposed to be shooting. We're like, where did we go to college in Laramie? And he's like, well, somebody's getting a ticket. And my buddy's like, well, I don't hunt, so I'll take the ticket. I'm like, thanks. So fuck that dude. But
What did hunting have to do with it?
apparently,
It probably affects whether or not you can hunt if you got the ticket.
yeah, like points. We didn't want it to affect us. And so, well, me and my other buddy from Illinois, we hunted. My buddy from Indiana, he did not. So he's like, fuck it, I'll take the ticket. But we all pitched in and paid for it.
Oh, okay.
Vince, what do you keep spinning around in my face? Are you turning into a Zulu?
I think we need a transition for this.
Did you know that the Germanic tribes in Gladiator and the Zulu in
Zulu?
Zulu have the same chant?
Yeah, because Ridley Scott ripped off Zulu. Yeah.
Yep.
Are we talking about a certain musical note,
Mm-hmm.
Vince?
With the old spotlight.
With a musical note
Okay, I'm
with a
so
spotlight.
confused. What button am I pushing? Here?
Spotlight
Spotlighting
with Dave.
with Dave.
Fuck.
Fuck that idiot.
It's so quiet.
It was
was
really
really
good.
we should have recorded that other one that I
Yeah, we
did.
need to make it a. When we get done, Dave, record a louder one. Okay.
Yes.
Tonight, spotlighting with Dave, we're going to talk about some spear hunting.
With Vince.
I'm gonna say spotlighting with Dave, hosted by Vince.
What would you
Whatever.
say your inspiration for this was, Vince?
I'm gonna fucking mute you. Oh wait.
For the audio listeners, he's holding up a whiteboard with a hand-drawn middle finger on it. It says,
says-
"Dear Mike."
with an arrow.
Deer, Mike, DEER,
Oh,
deer.
yeah.
You will be speared if you don't stop.
Anyway, spear.
So I kind of wanted to talk about spear hunting a little bit. I got a spear, and then I got another spear.
Oh God, it's like biting. You're hooked now.
But interestingly, due to the way hunting laws work, it's usually a system of not certain things are prohibited, but certain things are allowed. Right? So there's only a few states where it is actually legal to hunt animals with a spear. In fact, as of 2026, I believe it looks like there's only 4 states where you can actually hunt animals with a spear. And in one of them, Oklahoma, it's only frogs and other specific small game. Where did Dave go?
You're gonna use that broadleaf spear on a poor frog?
Those are not things I would think to hunt with a spear.
Well, with a
Hey,
frog, you're using a frog spear. It's
Yeah, you
frog,
ever
yeah.
frog gigging? Went out gigging frogs?
we
Yeah,
don't
but
we don't have
Gotta
fucking
gig
frogs around here,
frogs.
man.
when you're holding a Zulu spear and you're talking about spearing frogs, like the two are not adding up. I get what you're saying. Use a little trident or something like that for the froggies, but be a man. Use
Not
that
this
thing. Yeah, use that thing.
Like, not this gigantic bunch of nonsense. Yeah.
That'd be so excessive. I love it. Fucking do it.
But I was thinking about it, and there's several states where hunting animals with spears is legal. And it's a bit of an interesting thing because it has nothing to do with how ethical it is. It's that people think like spear is bad.
Well,
Like
people think gun is bad too, so
Well, they think it's unethical when they think you're trying to chuck a spear at something 40 yards away when probably your effective distance is about 5 yards. And if you practice with it, because I was out throwing this earlier and it's like 5 yards, like, yeah, that's pretty easy. I could do that. And yeah, I've been 5 yards from a deer before and could have chucked a spear at it, But there's a couple of states. Let me see. Nebraska, you could hunt all kinds of stuff with a spear. Hawaii, you can hunt wild pigs, goats, and sheep with a spear. And also in Alabama, which is interesting.
that actually makes sense. You could spear hunt in
Roll Tide.
Alabama. Roll Tide.
I
To be
think I
fair.
saw that Arkansas also approved a spear hunting season for deer.
I imagine like an Arkansas spear is one of those gas station assisted opening knives just duct taped to a broom handle.
So this is a cold steel
Roll that.
spear. It costs
Cold
like
Steel
$30.
branded.
The brand of cold steel.
The brand Cold Spear.
Yeah, suffering fuckatash. How much more tism can we go?
Oh, so that is the American hunting spear.
Dude, that didn't take typical PNW long at all. Like, he's immediately on Rumble. Good job, buddy.
So Vince, what are you gonna haft that with?
There's something. It's connected to something, which it's really hard to get it all in frame because it's about 7 feet long.
Well, just take a step back from the camera.
I am back from the camera. This is a closet. Shut up.
Now
Do it
Vince is
in
in the
landscape.
closet.
Yeah, we needed this in landscape mode.
Dude,
Dear
it's like the
Lord.
ship from the beginning of Spaceballs.
All of a
Just
sudden,
keeps
his light
going.
goes out.
Battery bat.
You've got that sitting on what, a 5 or 6 footer?
Do you do the whole?
It appears to be about 5 feet long, 5.5 maybe. This thing's supposed to be mounted on like a standard 4.5-foot shovel handle.
Oh yeah, 48-inch ash shovel handles available at most hardware outlets.
Well, yeah, I was out throwing it earlier, and I was like, "This is kind of fun, actually."
Now,
I
if you
feel-
can get a deer to stand there 5 yards away and just stare at you while you chuck that spear at it,
I think most deer hunting with a spear is from above, is it not? Like
I
a tree
could,
stand.
I feel like I could get this thing into a deer pretty easily because I have been 20 feet from. So okay. So one of my favorite stories about me hunting deer. I had a rifle and a crossbow with me during rifle season. Something came up in front of me that I perceived to be a doe. I was carrying the crossbow, but I wanted to shoot it with the rifle, which was slung across my back, like fully across my back. It wasn't on one shoulder. It was over my neck and one shoulder. Okay. So I set the crossbow down in front of me very carefully. Mind you, this deer is 20 feet away. Very carefully slipped the rifle over my head, took it off safe, and shot the deer without it ever noticing or hearing me. So deer getting close and not even paying attention to you is a thing that happens. Turned out to be a little button buck. Legally, that's an antlerless deer. But it's still, that you can get close to them and they won't notice when you're moving real slow and taking your time. And it made me want to go stab a deer, but I think I need to go find out whether or not it's illegal or if the Department of Wildlife in Oklahoma could allow a spear hunting season or maybe add it to the archery season, because I kind of want to go stab a deer now.
I mean, I kind of think as long as deer hunting's open, you should be able to use a spear because, for God's sake, if you can do anything else, a spear is about as close as you can get to fair chase.
See, I feel like that's right too. Like there shouldn't be a reason why you can't stab a deer.
Yeah.
Like I killed a deer with a knife this
Mhm.
last year.
You finished a deer with a knife.
I mean, it was technically dead, but it really needed a
Need some
helping
assistance.
hand. Like, I don't know. It's just, I want to stab something with this, and it's just so much fun. It was fun to throw, and there's a few states that allow some kind of hunting with a spear. Sorry, my nose is like, I'm really stopped up right now, and I don't know why. But yeah, Dave, do you have anything? Did you look up anything on this?
Oh, I haven't yet, but we are going to dive into the spear and a lot of other antiquated methods of hunting in an upcoming segment, which will come out probably this summer, where we're going to dive into the history of hunting. So
Yes.
I would stay tuned for that.
What I'd say is for most states, you're probably dealing with your Department of Wildlife or whatever it is in your state, where they could probably make a rule change that would allow for spear hunting. They just need to be talked to about it. So I think I'm gonna try and talk to my rep and see what he thinks about it and knows about it, and see if we can get something pushed, and see if we can get big game hunting in Oklahoma with a spear, because that would be awesome. I think Arkansas just legalized it for deer. In Oklahoma, they're trying to change pig to like by any means necessary kind
Oh
of
yeah.
rules.
So Tannerite
Ooh.
is an effective
Tannerite
means.
don't need to ask permission to shoot them at night or anything
Helicopter
like that.
minigun.
Oh. You ever
All of
gone
those.
M134 hog hunting?
Artillery.
I want a Gatling gun that fires spears.
Oops.
I know what to do with
Oh.
the retired A10 warthogs.
Cannon go burr.
The first time I ever heard one of those fire, I was TD White at Moody Air Force Base in Georgia, and I was there actually to learn to work on the hog, and I heard it fire because they had a range right next to the base. Like the runway is here, and then the range is like literally half a mile to the other side of the runway. So I hear the gun go off, and I look up in the sky, and I'm like, "There's no clouds. What was that thunder?"
Mhm.
And then I heard it again, and I was like, "Oh, that must be what that is."
So Vince,
Anyway,
this is what you want.
Oh
Yeah.
goddamn!
This
Giggity.
is-
whoa,
if I remember correctly, yeah, this is called a hwacha, which I'm probably butchering that pronunciation, but it is essentially a large series of darts and/or spears that are rocket assisted.
It is like a Gatling gun grid of archery.
It's a Gatling gun grid of rocket assisted spears.
it's like
Very
Metal
made in
Storm, but for
China.
spears.
But
So-
like the good kind of made in China.
Yeah,
Correct.
the good kind of made in China.
When they were inventive and edgy.
So call your reps and see if you can get a hwacha as a approved
A
method of
what?
big game taking.
I might, I don't know, like, call my local game warden like, hey, will you write me just give me a tag to harvest a deer with a spear? Like, do it. I bet you can. I bet you can just say it's okay. It'll be fine.
Just tell them it was a really big broadhead.
I mean, whatever.
Just carry a longbow with you, just in case, and cut
I
a
mean,
little
it'd be
notch
really
at the end
useful
of
to
your
like
broom handle.
finish off a deer, just like stab. Bada bing, we're done.
Stab. Then what you should get them at, what you should hunt them with after the spear gets boring, is a gunstock war club. If you have seen Last of the Mohicans, you know what a gunstock war club is. It is what the dad fucks up Magua with at the end.
That's what he deserved to get fucked up with.
And see, the thing about this blade is kind of huge, and the metal haft after it is really skinny. So you stab something with it, and then they immediately start free bleeding.
And that's the
entrance
stupid part
wound
about it
is
being
like,
not a legal method to take is you could probably do more damage with that in terms of a wound channel than a broadhead will,
Mm-hmm.
because that's one big fuck off piece of steel going in.
Sir, it's my medical hwacha. Get on it, Mike.
that would be the weirdest twist, is that you have to be disabled to use a spear to hunt things. Like, I don't want to live on this planet
Up
anymore.
there, You're up there in your off-road scooter.
It's, I know that guy got a DUI.
Oh boy. All right, so do we have a warheads lined up tonight?
Oh, I do, and it's gonna piss us off.
I swear,
What do you swear, sir?
if it's another bear charging video, I'm just gonna call it a night.
Go, sir.
All right. Miss Guzzi. This article comes to us from OutsideOnline.com. It is written by the illustrious Drew Pogge. Or it doesn't matter.
Pogge?
Yeah, it doesn't. His name sucks, so to see. So,
Poge. I would probably call that like a pose. Pogge. You're probably supposed to blend those G's together like some kind of Frenchman.
oh, fucking French.
So if I'm taking like the lesson of my actual last name, it's probably Podgy.
That is probably true. However, I cannot look at this article because it is gate kept behind a paywall.
Really? I'm looking at it. I don't have
You
paywall.
might have your ad blocker turned on or something like that.
Oh, yeah. All right, so I'll run through it. Starts off talking about a hiker that was stabbed to death on the Appalachian Trail in Virginia.
Hippies.
The tone of the article just starts off dripping with the air of holier than thou that gun grabbers tend to stand on. A good example, after a few cursory moments. Okay, I'll read the first two sentences and then move on. Earlier this month, a through hiker was stabbed to death on the Appalachian Trail in Virginia. After a few cursory moments of thoughts and prayers, the internet started offering suggestions that hikers arm themselves with guns. Drew takes very, very big offense to that. He thinks that hiking in the woods with a firearm is a terrible idea. He claims he's not anti-gun, nor is he a city-dwelling ideologue. He's lived in Montana for 20 years, says he owns guns, but the only time he's ever carried one into the woods is to kill an animal with it, to kill game.
Probably lives in Bozeman.
Right.
Or Helena.
Or Billings. He says he's been an outdoor editor and writer for just as long, over about as 20 years, been backcountry guiding, operates exclusively in grizzly country, has had dozens of bear encounters, run-ins with polar bears, etc., etc., etc. Never had a sidearm and no worse for wear. Okay, cool. Let me pick that apart real quick and then we'll move on. Your experience doesn't mean that's going to be the experience of everybody that goes into the woods. So fuck off for that. Next, he goes into, he's basically just outlining his pedigree. Says he was an armed career transporting millions of dollars in an armored freight liner. Not pertinent.
He was a rent-a-cop?
Yes, he was a rent-a-cop transporting. He was an armored car driver. Like a job that required defensive firearms training and certification with law enforcement. I'm like, dude, that's a lot of fancy words that you wrote down, but you were a rent-a-cop and you were trash with a pistol, because most rent-a-cops are. If you're not, prove it. He says he's not going to cite statistics about rifles or pistols and their effectiveness in self-defense situations. He says
because that might be useful.
He literally in parentheses says the outcomes are generally piss poor. That is false.
Isn't it like a 98% success rate when using any kind of gun at all to deter a bear attack?
Yeah, we went over this in Moorheads with the Ammo Land article that went over all the calibers and stuff.
We've been going over that shit for freaking years at this point.
Yeah. So he says The outcomes are generally piss poor. The only fact that truly matters is irrefutable. The more firearms present in a situation, the greater chance you have of being injured or killed. Period.
Not
This
Yeah,
as
isn't
the
a
greater-
guns in America discussion. Actually, yes, it fucking is, because we're taking guns into America to go do American things such as hunting and fishing. So yes, it is a guns in America discussion.
It's the greater chance of the right person getting injured.
Correct. He says this is about whether it's necessary or reasonable to carry them while recreating on public land and chariot trails.
That might be. Damn it, Vince. That might be my least favorite term ever thrown around by anybody anymore. Is reasonable.
Yeah, it suddenly me not agreeing with you makes me unreasonable, even though it's your restrictions that are unreasonable per the
Hey,
Constitution.
that's called an ad hominem fallacy. They're attacking you, calling you unreasonable if you don't agree with them.
Correct.
They're not defending it.
Correct. And people that make that kind of argument don't have an argument to stand on. It's a common theme. So he has his little paragraph, his little, subtexts. One of them says, "Are we in danger? We are not in danger on our favorite hiking trails and in our national forests. In fact, these places are ridiculously
You
safe."
might be.
I'm glad he. I bet the guy who got fucking stabbed on the Appalachian Trail,
Right?
she knew that. Why didn't
Well,
they tell him?
Maybe
Right?
if you had been
I'm
there
sure
to
he
tell
thought
him
it
he's
was real
perfectly
fucking safe.
If you had only been there to tell him it's perfectly safe, you'd be fine today.
While the recent murder on the AT is tragic, it also is an incredibly rare event. We've been doing stories on attacks in the woods since we started this segment. So how rare is it? If it can happen to one person in the woods, it can happen to any person in the woods. And pretending you're safe and everything's fine and rainbows and fairy tales, it's not going to fucking work.
Well, it could also happen to you in the kitchen of an Aspen
It-
hotel.
It could. You're 100% correct. It can happen to you anywhere.
Could happen to you in the outhouse.
Oh, I hope not. But it did for that one lady.
Man,
The behind.
if we had more resources, we should track down that guy that did get attacked. Actually, track down the Lek lady too. We could interview. So, what was exactly going through your brain when you sat in that toilet?
My ass.
What did it feel like to get body slammed by a black bear?
All right. His next gay little point here: why carrying a gun is unnecessary and dumb.
What did it feel like to have to take the gun away from your boyfriend, your mom's boyfriend?
I bet this is a well-reasoned and thought-out argument.
I bet you're right.
I bet you're right.
There are 3 practical reasons why carrying a gun in the backcountry is silly. First, any responsible owner knows that the highest priority is the security of their weapon at all times. On that trail, that becomes a real issue since there's no way to safely store your weapon.
Prison
I
person.
mean, aside from my level 2 holster, but sure. Want to go for a quick swim? Sorry, you
I mean-
can't leave your sidearm unattended.
If your definition of safely store is locked away where not even you could get to it in a reasonable amount of time, then yes, he's correct.
Right. Need to head into town for a resupply? Public transportation is off limits, and most businesses don't allow firearms. False. If you're out in the wilderness and you go into a town that's like 40 fucking people, not a single goddamn person in that store is going to bat an eye at you carrying a gun in there. Public transportation.
You could
There is
tape
no
it to your
public
forehead.
transportation in a goddamn town of 40 people, you moron. Want to grab a cold beer at the local watering hole? Again, they're not going to give a shit. Second, hikers and backpackers are notorious gram counters. Are you seriously going to agonize for months over how to save a few grams on your stove tent and shoes and then pack 2 pounds of loaded pistol on your hip?
Yes.
No,
Yep.
because I'm just
Yep.
going to agonize over the pistol too.
Fair.
I'm gonna agonize over my 10.5-pound rifle.
Yeah, to be fair, yeah. Some of
Or
us here
Sam's
to
14-pound rifle.
yeah, some of us here to agonize. And actually, no, remember, I got it underneath 13 pounds, I think. I don't remember.
Yeah.
You may as well carry an external frame pack in a canvas wall tent. Over exaggerating, douchebag. Finally, and most importantly, carrying a gun changes the way we interact with and feel about others. For through hikers, the social element is enormously rewarding. All right, cool. I get that. Personally, when I hate people and I don't want people to talk to me, open carrying a pistol on my hip is a pretty good way for people to not fucking talk to me. It works.
Yes,
I'll
it affects
give him
everything you do. It affects everything you do. It makes you nicer
100%.
because you realize that the extant fact that if you start garbage with somebody and you have a weapon, then you may have to end up using it. You will do less to start fights with people. You will not start fights with people if you have a gun on you. Like, that is the entire thing about carrying a gun, is that you're polite because you realize what can happen if you escalate a situation.
Right.
And-
His very last two words in this giant long sentence I'm not going to read. Guns intimidate. You're correct. They do. That's not my fucking problem.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't know. The two dudes we came up on didn't seem too intimidated to the fact that I was lugging an AK with me.
I mean, I'd have been real confused if I was them dudes seeing two heavily armed guys just wander out of the woods. But
You know how much I wish I had kept up with taking German back in the day, because how much fun it would be to be like, oh, I'm just going to start speaking German as I wander up to these two guys. I'm about to get shot, but it'll be fun for about 5 seconds.
yeah, true.
It would be better if you knew Russian.
Yeah, but I didn't ever start taking Russian, so I was trying to keep it somewhat.
That's one of them. They're commies.
Just spring out with Chinese.
If they're backpackers, it'd be like, oh, hey there, friend.
Mm-hmm. Do you have some bread to share?
Yeah.
I was bred for this. I'm gonna wrap it up.
Bears.
I'm gonna wrap it up with his. He's got a bunch of paragraphs under. There are better ways to stay safe. I'm not gonna read them all because they're all exactly as you would expect them to sound. I'm gonna read this one though. A gun is not the cure for fear. Guns treat the symptoms of fear by making us feel safer and more powerful. But like water on a grease fire, they tend to escalate conflict rapidly. And if you're in a defensive position, you probably won't come out ahead.
What's this guy's name again?
Drew Fucker or something. Poggi.
No, dox the fuck out of this guy.
So,
Drew Poggi.
if there's a Mrs. Podgy out there, call me.
Show you what a real man is.
It's probably a Mr. Poggi, the way this
Like, if I
article is
have to
written.
get my gun out, I hope the fuck I'm escalating the situation because
Right.
it has been escalated.
Right. Like, he's making it sound like dudes running around with handguns in the woods are just starting fucking fights with each other just because they can. Like, that's not what's happening. Typical PNW guy says firearms create a polite society. Correct, they do. One of the things that gun grabbers love to point at is Alaska. Oh, Alaska's got such a massive per capita homicide rate. Which, for those that understand per capita, it's like one for every 100,000 people. One,
Yeah, there was like 3 homicides in Alaska.
right. So they had a per capita rate of like 42 or whatever, and it was like 3 people died.
Yeah, and it was all people who knew each other from the same trailer park, and they'd had beef for years.
Yeah, and they're like, "Oh yeah, Alaska's such a gun homicide state." Like, fuck off.
Well, in Alaska, then they get into the gun deaths, and that's when you have to start talking about the fact that they add suicides into the gun death.
Yeah.
And
statistics.
Alaska is huge for that.
Yeah.
Sadly, but
Does not surprise me.
Sadly,
given
SAD, seasonal affective disorder.
Mhm.
Sadly, yes.
So one of my first TDYs was to Eielson Air Force Base, which is about 40 miles from Fairbanks, Alaska. And up that far north, we were there in June. One night we all decided that, well, I'll tell the story this way. One night we all decided, let's go downstairs into the day rooms of these TLF buildings we were staying in, and we'll play some poker. So we're down there drinking and playing poker and whatnot. And like, we're waiting for the sun to go down. I go outside to smoke a cigarette and happen to pull out my phone to see what time it was. It was 2 in the goddamn morning. The sun wasn't even down yet. It was like just barely about to touch the horizon. So I was like, well, that's fucking weird. Went back inside, played some more cards, smoked a few more cigarettes, drank a bunch more wine and booze, and went back out for the final smoke at 4 a.m. And there it is, 4 a.m. The sun's just barely peeking right back up over the horizon. Like, it didn't go down enough to get dark. And so when I say it doesn't surprise me that Alaska is full of suicides, you have the exact opposite of that during the wintertime. It never gets light. And without sunlight, people get real sad. So, like, that's the only downside that I could see to living in Alaska, is just having half the year just be dark all the fucking time.
And it's not. Are bad.
Oh, they are. Oh, dude, I'm glad you brought that up, because same trip we were checking into our TLF and a mosquito, fucking huge, landed on my buddy's face while he was talking to another buddy, and I just reached up and I smacked the fuck out of him, and he turns around ready to deck me, and he's like, and I was like, "Nah, dude, you should have seen the fucking bird that was about to carry you off." And his buddy was like, "Yeah, dude, he's not lying. That thing was huge. He just saved your life."
Yeah,
they're goddamn monsters.
The state bird of Alaska is indeed the mosquito.
Indeed.
I like that.
Now that's not to say that weather's like that or the sunlight's like that in all of Alaska. Anchorage is better.
Anchorage is the Detroit of Alaska.
Yeah.
Yeah, if they've got so many mosquitoes, they should make mosquito burgers out of them.
Ew, skeeter burgers.
Yeah, apparently that's a thing, like around Lake Victoria in Africa.
Yep.
They like gather mosquitoes and they make patties out of them.
Mm-hmm.
Just like, that's horrifying. I'd take a bite, but
if you can't beat them, eat them.
All right, wait.
All right.
Your choice is between
fried tarantula.
Oh, I was going to say
and skeeter. Go ahead.
That's fine. I was going to say coyote or mosquito burger.
Coyote.
Yep, 100%.
Fried tarantula or skeeter burger.
I mean,
coyote.
Coyote.
I mean, I'd eat
mangy coyote
before I would the coyote.
Mangy coyote, like had to cut a cyst out. Coyote,
like popped that cyst, it starts oozing green.
It's
cystic kyosis
dressing at that point. Cystic coyotes.
Okay. Cystic coyotes. Cystic coyotes or New York City.
You spell that?
Or New York City subway rat.
Cystic.
It's been eaten good. It's got pizza and spaghetti and whatnot.
I agree.
Whoa, this one tastes like fentanyl.
Oh.
Ooh, special rat.
Cystic coyotes. There we go.
Yeah, that'll work. Thank you for being more educated than I.
Tis my pleasure.
I spelled cystic starting with an S. So Google helped me get to where I needed to be.
Dave's like, sister act?
Man, AI is no helpful at all, because it says that mosquito burgers often, the taste is often reported to be unique, fishy, or slightly flavorless. Like,
what? How can you be slightly flavorless?
Unique and flavorless at the same time?
Flavorless is an absolute.
How can you be just
Like,
a little?
Yeah.
The answer to this numerical problem was somewhat zero.
When you have a 1 or a 0 as your options, they chose 0.2.
I'm
Anyway,
What the
coyote.
fuck?
I'm about
Dude,
to go to bed.
I would be full on Bubba Gump to coyote, so I didn't have to eat fucking mosquito burgers. I got coyote jerky. I got coyote scampi. I've got coyote sandwiches.
That's about all I could say about coyote.
I wonder if you can make I bet you can make a pretty good coyote tamale if you went straight on barbecue with it.
Ooh, man.
That sounds
I mean-
positively.
Pressure in time makes anything tender, right?
Right, cook it in the ground with a lot of pepper in there, like red pepper, like
Um,
Like more pepper than meat.
yeah, maybe.
Oh,
I don't know how well my wife. would
PW, you
like-
guys got it. Coyote burger with mosquito crust.
Mm. Mm.
Oh, yeah, you
Oh.
form the mosquitoes in like little bacon strips.
I feel like this is how AIDS happened. Like this is
Well, yes, I'll have that burger with a side of malaria. Thank you.
Dude,
like someone
vegans would
eating
hate this.
mosquitoes.
You mean I'm
That's
eating
how this
thousands of
happened.
animals? Yes, you're eating animals.
Like I went from eating one animal to eating all of them. It's so weird.
Like the grasshopper thing, I kind of understand. At least those things eat grass. Like
And they
mosquitoes are like the coyotes of bugs.
I could see instead of like a mosquito crust, it could be like Vince freeze dries an entire sheet of mosquitoes and turn them into like insect pepper,
Oh my god.
like straight up out of a shaker. Just
Oh, look, that one's still got legs.
well,
Look, you guys wanna
obviously
try
it'd be
my-
legs?
You want to try my coyote burger on my sesame skeeter bun?
extra ketchup.
I mean, a Mike level of ketchup.
That's it. We're starting. We are all going to pitch in on a McDonald's franchise,
All of the ketchup.
and we're going to take the menu in some interesting directions.
Like, guys, I have a solution for all the mosquitoes. We eat them.
Hey, that's how you establish dominance in the Dominator 3.0.
I got you, Dave.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I was gonna do the. Yeah, that's what I was gonna do. I was impressed. I got sesame right.
Cystic
That is-
coyotes and a sesame skeeter bun. There's our show title.
I'm finalizing that one right now. We're not going to do a colon between the two. We're
So
just
if
gonna
you like
do-
the show, please leave a review. Go to lghpodcast.com, click on
hang on,
support the
I
show,
haven't turned on the music yet.
and leave a review. Follow
Vince
the
is
link
just
to your
done.
favorite podcast, Brain Beamer, or whatever you call it. Leave us a review there. And email contact@lghpodcast.com to get a sticker pack if you go on and leave us a review. And anyway, support the sport and take a buddy hunting. If you like that buddy, tell them about our show. If you don't like that buddy, I was going to say shave his handlebar, but maybe just give him a good old mosquito crust.
Skeeter bacon.
Hit us up at lghpodcast.com. Thanks for listening, and let's go hunt.
Okay, so the show title is Cystic Coyotes in a Sesame Skeeter Bun. No subtitle on
Typical.
this one.
Typical P&W guy says y'all are practically making a cookbook here.
Thanks,
Maybe we
Zach.
should come out with one.
And then you hotbox it in the Dominator 3.
We'll come out with two. We'll come out with a good one and then like an after dark one.
So here's the worst part is the juice from all of those mosquitoes comes from the blood of other people.
I think that's where AIDS got brought in.
Good night.
That's valid.